Hey everybody, here's my attempt at Spiral Abyss Floor 11. I decided to go with the mono element, so the Xioa team for the amino element and the Itto team for the Geo element. For my Xioa team, I got Xioa, Sucrose, and XIAO. Unfortunately, I don't have Gene on my account. And for the Itto team, I got Zhongli, Albedo, and Goro. So here we are, Chamber 1, Floor 11. Now, unfortunately, I had to do the whole protect the monolith thing. Now, this one was kind of difficult because it was a little hard to gather up the robots. Luckily for me, I kind of got Xioa. I tried to get the robots to come a little bit together by like starting to attack one, then kind of going over to the other one. And that kind of worked out. One robot at least got close to me, so I was able to kill it before my ult ran out. Well, I had to do a couple E's there at the end. Now, these robots, I wasn't so lucky. I ended up just kind of focusing one robot because, you know, the other one just kind of tried to shoot range at me. I was hoping it eventually would come into the circle and kind of get hit, but it just didn't. Also, my rotations could have been a lot better. Like, a lot of times I would go onto Sucrose and then try to go into Xioa, but what ended up happening was like, oh, I went into XIAO, or I went into Xioa, so I didn't get that Thrilling Tales or Dragon Slayer buff on Xioa, which I wanted. But since this was the last one, and I noticed that the monolith's health wasn't too low, I just kind of did a couple E's and didn't activate my ultimate, so that way I could save it for the next round. So here we are on the second half. I started out Zhongli ultimate, took out those two real easily, put down an Albedo skill, threw my Ushi at the dude, and I was trying to go into the ultimate on him, but then, you know, disappeared, so I had to track him down. But easily ultimate, got him out the shield, took him out. I had a little bit of my ultimate left, so I beat down on the boss here for a bit, then it ran out. Activated Goro's skill, then I accidentally turned into Goro again. I was trying to do the Albedo ultimate. Then after I did that, Zhongli ultimate, put down a pillar, Ushi, into Itto ultimate and took him out very easily. Then I'm just kind of attacking these. Somehow that guy still had life, had to go back, hit him with an Ushi, and then he's gone. So here we are on Chamber 2, second half. Still haven't got my rotation proper, so I saw that I turned into Sucrose, so I immediately went into Xioa, so that way I could at least get the Dragon Tails buff. Now, problem with Xioa is that he kind of pushes people away, and then you got these floating puff balls, so when I did that, the one floating puff ball didn't really get hit by Xioa, and before that one died, he just came up to me and like blew up, so kind of like knocked me away. So I spent quite a bit of time just trying to kill the like floating puff balls, and then of course now we have fire floating puff balls, so very annoying. At least I'm starting to get there. I got like the Xioa buff, then I went into Sucrose, so I got Dragon Tails. This one I did a little better grouping them up, so I was able to take out the floating puff ball. And once I finally killed it, now we have multiple enemies. This is where kind of Xioa excels. Plus, since there's multiple enemies with different elements, I was able to get the Xioa giant squirrel shield, so a lot of these enemies are just getting hurt really badly. Then I'm just going into Xioa, doing my ultimate, taking out all these enemies, like kind of one at a time, but also doing a lot of damage to them with that AoE effect. I don't really know where this Pyro one, he looked like he just popped out of him, but I just single targeted him, killed him, and then he's dead. So here we are on the second half. Now this one was actually pretty easy. I mainly just used my ultimates to dodge, and since I had the Geo element, it does a lot of AoE damage, so most of the enemies that were kind of, you know, like got like the annoying birds and all that stuff. Didn't really have to worry about them too much. Then I'm just kind of Itto ultimate where it hits multiple enemies, so a lot of this would have probably been difficult, but I got Zhongli's shield and Itto's just doing massive damage. These guys really didn't even hurt me. So eventually ran out of Itto's ultimate. Now I'm just kind of getting the other people. Got the giant big bubbles, but I'm using like Zhongli's ultimate, Albedo's ultimate to dodge that. Then I'm just kind of running away from the other one. Activated Zhongli's shield again. Did the Goro. Activated his ultimate, and now I'm going back into Itto. And because that just did so much AoE damage, most of the enemies died, and then Goro's ultimate, of course, finished off the last of them. Now this is 11 Chamber 3, first half. Now this one was actually pretty annoying. Like, actually had to retry maybe 1 or 2 times because sometimes Xioa is a pretty squishy character, so the little samurai would just like rush me and like kill me automatically. Also, you had like the little ice prison lady where she would just do like her hydro effect. But eventually I got it. Now I was trying to focus on the hydro lady, but she just kept disappearing, so I got the samurai down pretty low. Then I just tried to gather him up with Xioa, so that way I can at least kind of get them together, so that way once I did turn into Xioa, I could do a lot of AoE damage to them. But towards the end here, I actually got my rotation really well. Like you saw it turn into XIAO, then I went into Xioa, then I went into Sucrose, and then I got into Xiao, so he had Dragon Tails buff, and you saw how I took out a lot of their damage. I went directly for the maiden because I figured the samurai was going to run towards me, and he did, so he died as soon as the maiden died. So here we are on the final floor, final chamber. I pretty much have the Itto team, and I gotta fight the Electro boss. This one wasn't really that hard. Like, I have all of my ultimates that can dodge most of the attacks. Itto does a lot of damage, so I'm really just kind of like beating down on this person. Tries to do stuff, don't really care about it too much because I have Zhongli's shield. Like, that knocked out Zhongli's shield. But I use all of Itto's ultimate, then I try to do the Albedo skill, mess up because I do it next to the boss, and I activated the ultimate. I don't know why I did that. I should have activated the skill first, so that way I could have done some more damage. But now I'm have enough to do Itto's ultimate again, but I wanted to get up Goro. Got Goro's thing up, use Zhongli to dodge this attack. Go with Itto, and now I'm back into the Itto ultimate, and now I'm just kind of beating them down. Don't really care about this at all. And still my Zhongli shield is up, so I'm even doing more damage, and he's dead. Okay, I added this section so you can see the stats that each character has. So you can see their attributes, their weapons, their artifacts, and their constellations. But that's essentially going to do it for this video. Look forward to seeing my attempt at Spiral Abyss 12. I should have that out later today. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. Talk to you guys later.